Hey all, welcome to my channel. Normally, I don't get into politics. I try to avoid it unless it's like too, I don't want to say too hot of a topic, but more of it's too much for me that I just can't not keep quiet about it. And in the classic case was George Santos. I had to basically talk about him. Basically, well, I'm one of his constituents. I didn't vote for him, and he lied to get into it. But in any case, uh, today I'm just going to talk about the fact is like Mitch McConnell himself. Basically, it's a situation where love him or hate him. It's not a case where it doesn't matter my opinion about him. It's more of the state of his welfare more than anything else. Um, I mean, he's already had. We already saw that one freeze up during a press conference in the middle in Capitol Hill, basically, and then of course at the time when he had another recent one earlier this week, he had another freeze up when they were asking about like him if he was looking to run again, and he just froze up to the point where one of his aides essentially went up to him and basically you could see that she was trying to pull his hand from the lectern or podium, and his hands was not moving. Um, it's not a case where by no means am I saying that I'm an actual I'm not an actual physician. I have no medical experience, but this is based on things that I'm seeing and based on what other physicians are saying or medical personnel are saying. Basically, um, I think it's a case where it seems like there might be some neurological disorder or some kind of small seizure that's happening in these points, and it could be as a result of that fact of like the concussion he incurred about a month and a half ago or 2 months ago, basically. But quite honestly, the fact is he is 81. Even though in his mind he might be there, it's more of a case where like this seems like a debilitating part that's coming into it now, to the point where like if he freezes up again, um, it's a question of maybe he should retire because you've come to see that. Um, all right, that was me playing a joke, basically freezing up. But anyways, it's come to the realization that like, look, if this is a man that isn't, I don't want to say capable of governing, but if this is a man where he's having medical issues that's affecting his mental facilities, it seems like you didn't vote for his staff to run or govern for that matter. You elected him for those in the state of Texas, basically. Um, I'm sorry, not Texas. Uh, that's on me. I'm so sorry. That's on me, not Texas. It's more of a case where, look, this is a case where the fact that he's one of the state senators representing United States Senator for the state of Kentucky. Um, this is a man that he's 81, going to be 82 soon. Maybe he should retire, um, because again, if if there is something that's causing him to freeze up, it's some kind of neurological disorder or some sort of mental health, or not even mental health, but when I say mental health, not like psychological, I'm talking more of like physical, like some aspect of old age. Like it could be an early onset of Alzheimer's. Now, I'm not saying it is, but some physicality that's causing his mental acuteness to be diminished. Um, this is not a case where like he should be serving, because one of the things is people elected him, not his staff. I mean, they elected him to choose the right staff to help him, but they didn't elect his staff to write these policies and such. So it's one of those things where I hate to say this, but for this, and again, this is me not being biased. This is me for the welfare of any state senator or any representative that's over the age where they're having a case where like their mental facilities are being diminished. They should retire. because no one's asking for their staff to run and govern for them. They're asking they elected the individual. And I believe that's where I think maybe there should be a age limit. I hate to say it, but an age limit of maybe 80, even though you might be well and spry and all that stuff. Maybe there should be an age limit. I mean, we have a minimum age limit. Why not have a maximum age limit? To the point where, like, you can't be in office for so long. Or to having not only mental but physical, what you have physicals, but you also have mental tests done to the individual to make sure that he's capable of doing what they need to do, or in any case, or any representative or state senator or any part of the legislative branch or governing branch, they are essentially, even in the judicial branch for that matter, I believe, you should have like a yearly or at least semi-annually physical and mental, I don't know what the word is, but mental test to make sure that you're up to the task. And if you're not, maybe, it's time to retire. And then there's also the case of like the age aspect as well too. If you're over the age of 80, I mean, it's going to be kind of hard. I mean, the pressure comes along with you. Granted, you have staff, but at the same time, you have to be, fit for these moments in time. So I think I mean, again, I'm not love him or hate him. It's not one of those things where like I'm concerned about the fact that he should be voted out or whatever. It's more of a case where like this is a case where like the man's health is at stake, and honestly, I believe that basically some should basically speak up if this is a case where like based on the fact that like his staff didn't seem too disturbed by this, that he froze up that second time, it's as though this is maybe a recurring thing. And if it is, then it's possible that some of these policies that we're seeing in place could be written from his staff. And if that's the case, I mean, honestly, this is not what the people voted for. These are not the people who they voted for. They voted for the individual. So, I mean, granted, yes, they voted for the individual, and the individual is choosing his staff to help him govern. But ultimately, it comes down to him. The buck should stop with him, basically, at that point. So, I don't know. Let me know. Please let me know your thoughts or comments in the comment section. I do read my comments when I get notified, and I do respond to them when they do warrant a response. Should he retire? I mean, not for the sake of the country, but more for his physical health, more than anything else. That's pretty much what I'm asking about. I'm not asking for whether you hate or love his politics. It's a matter of his health. Do you think he should retire because of his health? Do you think he's up for the task because of what's happening? And maybe do you think there should be an age limit as well too, for serving at this point as well too? But with that, I'll leave it at that. If you love my content, love my videos, and love my channel, please subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, I ask you to subscribe. And for those that have, I thank you for that. Again, in my channels, I really don't like to talk about politics unless I have to, because of the fact that it's something that irks me, or is like something that's too much that it's just out there that I have to speak about. But in this situation, this is not about politics with Mitch McConnell. This is more of the man himself, basically, as well as for his wealth, not wealth, but his welfare and well-being, basically. That's what we're talking about at this point. But please let me know your thoughts about that. With that, I'll leave it at that. Unfiltered, unedited, and of course, unrehearsed. Until next time.